And now that I've tributed my catapult turtle for Summon Skull, I activate Monster Reborn. And I bring Catapult Turtle back, which then lets me use his ability or effect again, which lets me deal half his attack to you directly. Meaning, this duel is completely over before you've even made a move. Catapult Turtle, baby. Yeah. Well, thanks. Wait, is this a... This is an unlimited catapult turtle. I thought this was an OG Metal Raiders. Damn. You had me excited to lose to you for a second. I'm you you beat me with my own summoned skull first ed, dude. You can't be doing that. Dang. It's so cool, I know. Anyway, it's Tearless Tuesday. Had a had a couple things. Been pretty busy the last week or so. Had 115 day for zombies. That was fun. Just kind of been in that gear. There was like a leaderboard event that I had to go flex on a bunch of people on. So that was taking up a lot of my free time. We were working on 2 songs for Manic Monday, and we just pushed it back a week because I didn't want to have them both be like bad songs and just have another pirate song situation. And so that brings us here. Leo just kicked my ass with his Catapult Turtle FTK deck, and I, as always, was running tunes and went second, and it didn't work for me. But that's fine. I wait. Can I see your deck after this? Okay. You're put on notice. Sus. Got it? If I find 5 Monster Reborns in there, okay. Anyway, let's hop over to what we're actually doing today. Ah! The old timers gonna rank Pokemon Gen 1. What's the fun in that? Well, I can remember their names at least. And like this is easy enough. There's only 151 Pokemon. I'm not gonna go through every single stat and like move that they could possibly do. I'm gonna kinda just off the top think of a couple things if it's one of my favorites. Like even right here I can see Mega Evolutions. I'm probably it's just a lot. I might honestly skip the Mega Evolutions just because I feel like that's not really fair considering I don't have nearly as much experience with them as these other ones. But if you want my opinion, the best Mega Evolution, Alakazam, Alakazam Mega Evolution. But so, like I should probably all the Mega Evolutions should just go in S tier automatically because they're far and away better than like all these. Um, it's definitely the worst one. Where's another one? Um, all right, Mega Gengar. Mega Gengar is crazy. Oh wait, I took this guy out of order. Mega Gengar is like Mega Gengar and Mega Alakazam are like interchangeable. I feel like I like Mega Gengar a little more though. Um, oh I forgot about Mega Gyarados. Mega Gyarados probably right there. The two like Mewtwo X and me like I'm putting him at the bottom. I don't like giving Mewtwo a Mega Evolution. Who cares? Wait, where'd I put? Oh, there he is. Again, I need a new mouse. Um, Probably like that. I think I like that. And then yeah, I like that. All right, now we can actually get to the regular stuff. You can't really compete with the Mega Evolutions. They come out in later generations. It's just power creep. It's not really fair. But so now, going down the list, Bulbasaur, C tier. He was number 1. I don't care. He's all status. Don't care. Venusaur. It's the same note. It's the same thing. I guess he's a little better. And then Venusaur, it's still like it's barely. He's better, but he's barely better. Next, Charmander. Charmander on his own. Just right in the middle of those two. Charmeleon. Now we're getting somewhere. Charizard. Barely beating anything out. He's a 5 foot, or it's a 5 foot dragon. That it's so underwhelming when you actually think about like how small Charizard is. And that's not just Leo's opinions rubbing off on me. Squirtle, I'm just gonna put slightly ahead of Charmander. I think he's just got a better vibe than a lizard. Wartortle, all these like mid starter evolutions feel like the teenage version of the Pokemon or whatever. Like Charmeleon is like a like some 8th grade like angsty whatever. Same with him, but then like Wartortle, I think Wartortle's way cooler. And then Blastoise, I'm just gonna throw an A. Now we get to the non-starters, where it actually gets interesting. Caterpie, D tier. Metapod, D tier. Butterfree, C tier. Like I'd take Butterfree over Bulbasaur, but like, come on. Weedle, I'd rather have Caterpie. Kakuna, the exact same as Metapod. Literally the exact same. Beedrill, I would take over Butterfree. And I would probably take Beedrill probably right about there. Oh, there's a Mega Beedrill. Alright, he's just going to go right there. Pidgey. Pidgey has some fun typing, right? It's just a flying type. It's not like... whatever. It's a classic. I'm just going to put Pidgey right there. Pidgeot definitely gets a boost. I think I like Beedrill a little more though, and then Pidgeotto is classic. Pidgeotto's going right there. Most of the time, if you're not like if you're doing a Nuzlocke, you run across Pidgey a lot. Probably have done a lot of runs with. I'm explaining too many things. We have so many to go through, so I'm just gonna rapid fire keep going. Rattata. That's fine. Raticate, I'm going to put right above Beedrill because Hyperfang is insane. Spearow is a little cooler than Pidgey on a base. And then Fearow's probably like right there. Like, it's cool, but again, like, eh. Ekans, it's Snake backwards. It's just Ekans. I feel like he's like right there. And then Arbok, Cobra backwards. Arbok's probably at the bottom of B. Alright, Pikachu. How many hearts do we gotta break right now? Volt Tackle's cool. Double Team's cool. I never run Pikachu. Like I could count on my hands the number of times I've used Pikachu in a battle, not just like catching it to complete the dex or whatever. Pikachu, for its moves alone, has to be around here. I just think it's so annoying to me, the Pikachu overuse stuff. I'm putting Pikachu right there. And then Raichu, I'm like they're the same. Like he's obviously stronger. I don't like Pikachu Raichu. I just don't. Sandshrew is actually pretty cool. I'd put him right there between Charmander and Squirtle. just because I like the typing, I like the moves. I love what is it? Like sandstorm, or like, it's not smoke screen, but it's just like a sand attack that like makes the accuracy go down. Very, very strong actually, because like a lot of moves hit, and then you throw that in their face, they can't hit you. Not a lot of things do that in Pokemon. It's actually kind of strong. And Sand Slash is like definitely better than Raticate. I'd probably put Sand Slash like uh, right there, right there. Now we got the Nidorans and Nidorinos. Like, they're just so weak off rip, and then they get a little better. Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. But then we got Nidoqueen and Nidoking, and if you don't know, pretty busted moves they can learn, especially in like the older games. The accuracy is terrible, but I'm gonna put them both in A tier right there. I know they can carry like for a speed run and all that stuff, but like practically, like I don't know. Clefairy, just I don't know, a little overrated. Clefable. Metronome is cool. All right, for metronome, you can be up there. Vulpix, probably like a fan favorite, just like from the show and everything. But like, this is a fire fox. Um, I like it more than Charmander, just like for like adding him to my team if I'm already run like a water or something. Because like that's the thing with picking a starter is like you probably won't get the other starters. You can't have like all three on your team, and like also why would you like? But in terms of like I'm gonna run a team, I'd probably put Vulpix right there, and then Ninetales is cool, but again, it's like not that cool. So probably right there. Like it's not that big of a jump. Jigglypuff is annoying, but also like decent. I'm gonna put Jigglypuff right there ahead of Pikachu, and then Wigglytuff, I'm just gonna put right there. Like they're basically the same to me. Like I know their stats get better, but I don't care. Zubat, annoying. It learns Confuse Ray, and it is the most annoying thing to deal with. Because I'll just die to myself, because this thing learns Confuse Ray for like its second move or whatever. Golbat's not bad, and like once there's Crobat, it's at least a little better, but probably, yeah, like I'd rather like Squirtle, Sandshrew. I'm putting Golbat right there. I'm actually moving Arbok right there because I do like Arbok more than Golbat. Poison's a cool type. All right, we got Oddish, Gloom, and Vileplume. So Oddish is just kind of probably gonna be at the bottom, like here. It's just not very strong. Gloom's cool. I like Gloom more than Venusaur. And Vileplume is actually, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense in my head. Alright, now we got, what is it, Paris and Parasect or whatever. In Pokerogue, Paris is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Probably, let's start with Paris being right there. And Parasect, probably around where Gloom is, like right here. Yeah. Um, was it Venonat? And oh man, this is so bad. I used to be able to name all these on Sporkle in like less than 10 minutes. I know what they do. It's just not very good, and it's just kind of more the same with these guys. Just not very impressive. Yes, Diglett and Doug trio. Some good ground mons. Just for like knowing Dig alone, gotta be better than Pikachu. This little guy owns Pikachu. Um, not. I'm gonna put him right ahead of Sandshrew, just because they kind of have a similar typing, but like this guy's a little better for damage, and he's a little more like utility for like your whole team. I guess it depends on what you're going for. Doug trio though, I'm taking Doug trio over Charizard. Not Wartortle though. Again, I'm biased. It's fine. Meowth. Meowth gets a stab boost from normal stuff, which can be interesting, but it's not that interesting. He's just like a better Bidoof, I guess, at that point. Like yeah, he's probably top of C, and then Persian, like right there. I just don't ever run him ever. Psyduck. Psyduck's cool. Golduck's obviously way better, but Psyduck can hang out in B tier up here. And then Golduck can be right there. Actually, Golduck can be right there. Mankey and Primeape. Fighting is good. It's pretty strong, depending on like what your team is kind of not built for. And like off rip, when you get this guy, he offers a lot of, I don't know, just covers a lot of spots that you might not be looking out for. So I'm gonna put him there behind Venusaur, and then Primeape. Again, like I don't think the stats are too crazy, but I'm putting him at top of B. All right, now I Growlithe. Growlithe is bottom of S tier, and Arcanine is top of S tier. Don't at me. It's my favorite Pokemon ever, so I'm not even gonna explain it. Poliwag, just kind of weak at first, but still, like, how do you not pick up a Poliwag when you see it? Poliwhirl only gets better. So I'd probably rather right there is good. And Poliwrath is very sick. It learns some very fun moves. Covers a lot. I mean, I'm trying to think of what he reminds me of. I can't think of it. I'd put him right there though. All right, now we got Abracadabra and Alakazam. No, it's not a Steve Miller song. It's just how they named them. I actually don't know what their name translates to in Japanese. It'd be interesting, but Abra can't do anything. Abra's like right here. You gotta catch Abra if you see him, but he doesn't do anything for like the longest time. So I gotta put Abra right here because it's just so annoying. Like you try to catch it, it teleports away. Once you finally have it, like the teleport ability itself puts it like up here in B, but Abra itself is just so annoying to have. It's once you get Kadabra that it's literally like Kadabra alone is right here, bottom of A, I'd say. And then Alakazam is like the first S tier one. That's probably better than Growlithe. Even though Growlithe itself is my favorite Pokemon, and Arcanine is a more powerful Growlithe, Alakazam's better. Mega Alakazam obviously right there. Machop, easy to come across, easy to pick up. Competitively, I don't really know or care, but it'll probably top of C. Machoke. I'd put Machoke. I'd put Machoke right there. Behind Vileplume. And then Machamp. Machamp is just, I mean, he's better. He's just better. So he's going an A. Bellsprout, very, very weak. Learned some decent moves at first, but again, really weak. So, bottom C. Weepin' Bell. You can go. Like, it doesn't get that much better at Weepin' Bell. It's really at Victory Bell. Hmm. Yeah, like Weepin' Bell, you barely beat Raichu, and then Victory Bell, like as an actual decent usable Pokemon, probably just ahead of Charmeleon. All right, then we got Tentacool, Tentacruel. Uh, Tentacool typing wise, it's probably like right here, just like water poison. That's something. Tentacruel gets a little stronger. I'm just gonna put him right there though. Eh, I just don't like him. Geodude, Graveler, Golem. Geodude itself for sturdy, and then like being a rock type, you're like weak to a lot of things, but also you can deal with it. And like there's self destruct, which is annoying. Both ways. So I'm gonna put him like right behind Charmander in between Ivysaur. Graveler gets a bit of a nod. I still like Dugtrio more. I'm thinking. I'd probably yeah, right. Yeah. Okay. And then Golem's so cool. Golem is really cool. Oh wait, how did I grab this guy? Give me Golem back. Okay. I keep like double clicking. Okay. Wildplume, can you come back? You can blame it all on me. Thank you. I'm putting I'm putting Golem right there. Love Golem. But I usually end up getting rid of him by the time I get to Victory Road or whatever. But he's a good carry early on. Ponyta, it's a fire horse. It's a fire horse. It's got to be right here with Vulpix. I probably like it a little more than Vulpix. And Rapidash is sick. Dude, I keep clicking weird. I'm definitely messing the order of this up because Fearow is not this good. I forget where I had Fearow, so we're just gonna re-rank him real quick. That spot actually is fine. Um, yeah, that all looks fine. So now we got Slowbro, Slowpoke, Slowking, Slowbro. Oh my goodness, did that really just happen? Thank you. Oh my gosh. Okay. Where I put Slowbro? Yeah, he just no. Right there is good. He gets a little better. He gets a little better. Yeah, am I crazy? I don't even know what this. Is this like the Mega Evolution? I don't even know. I'm putting him in D tier. He looks lame. uh Magnemite should be I put him like top of C right there. Definitely worse than Pikachu at first, but then by the time you're at Mag, is it Mag Trio? This is sad. Good thing I'm making a tier list about it. Bam. Far-fetched. Really cool. No evolutions. Very cool. Very cool stuff. Far-fetched. You're right there. You're right there, Far-fetched. Doduo and Dotrio. Doduo, underwhelming. Dotrio's cool. I'm putting it with Dugtrio, just right there. I know they're kind of grouped up, but whatever. And we got Seal and Dugong. Seal, Dugong, Ice is actually really cool and really strong. Put him up there. Grimer and Muck. These guys are just annoying, just like with Zubat and stuff, but they are useful. So we're Grimer right there, and then Muck's like as good as Victreebel, basically. Shelter and Cloyster. Shelter's like right there. Oh wait, why is Rapidash down here? I must have forgot about that. Rapidash is like right there. Cloyster's actually really strong. Almost top of B, dare I say. Ghastly, Haunter, and Gengar. What do you think? Yeah, they're all gas. In fact, all three of these guys are going in S tier. It's my tier list. I'm doing what I want. Onix. Onix is just not as good as you'd like him to be for how cool he looks. He was Brock's Pokemon in the anime, but like literally nobody cares. No one uses Onix. No one even uses Steelix. Because if you play Onix, you don't have any friends to trade with the Metal Coat on or whatever. Yeah, he's like right there. We got Drowsy and Hypno. Drowsy himself isn't amazing. Probably like right there. But then Hypno gets pretty good if I remember correctly. So I'm put him up here. Krabby and Kingler. Yeah, that's kind of how Pokemon works, but this guy on his own is solid. Dare I say, better than Raticate. And then Kingler. Was it Vice Grip? Dude, Vice Grip is crazy. It's got to be up here with Nidoking and Nidoqueen. The only reason Kadabra is like behind these guys is because Alakazam is so cracked and like these guys can one shot. Vice Grip is so good though. I feel like right there is fair. We got Electrode and Voltorb. Again, they're just like annoying. Like I put him behind Pikachu, and then like this one like right above Raichu, but they're just annoying. Exeggutor. This guy's not very great. I'd probably put him there, and then Exeggutor's actually. Oh, Caterpie, please. Exeggutor's very usable actually. Pretty fun to use. I'm sorry. He's going above Wartortle. We got Cubone and Marowak. Probably the craziest lore in terms of Pokemon. If you understand their art design. So Cubone. Cubone, you can go right there, and then Marowak. I like the moves that these guys learn, but they're not incredibly good. And so, for that reason, they're just kind of chill over there. I'm actually going to put Rapidash up here. Rapidash is really good. Like, really good moveset. It's strong. If you didn't run fire in the beginning, it's just a good Firemon to have. Fast, too. So we got Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan, obviously based on Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan. Or their names, anyway. They're just good fighting Pokemon, and so they're both worthy of being up here. Probably give the edge to Chan. We got Lickitung. Lickiting's good, but it's like Persian, where it's like the only good thing about it is it's normal, and that's not very great. So you can go right behind Marwabic. Coughing and wheezing. I like poison. These guys are annoying though. So coughing can go right there. Wheezing's like on the same level as Grimer. Or sorry, Muck. Alright, now we got Rhydon and was this Rhyperior? Wow, that's bad. Rhydon's really strong. Probably about as good as Golem, honestly. And then once you get him up, oh my goodness. Like, yeah, this guy's better than Kadabra. Alright, we're in the home stretch here. I know I'm not doing a great job explaining this if you don't understand Pokemon, but this is just a good warm-up exercise for me to get back into stuff. Blissey, the best Pokemon to farm for XP for some reason. It's got like the lucky egg or whatever, but I still don't understand why it gives more XP when you kill a Blissey. Or wait, is this Chansey? I think it's just Chansey. Like, it's like soft boil. It just stays alive. Like, honestly, it's useful because it can stay alive, but that's it. It just stalls. Tangela is cool, but it doesn't really go anywhere. Wait, is this Kangaskhan? Wait, this is actually embarrassing. Wait. Yes, it is Kangaskhan. Wow. And there's a Mega Kangaskhan. That's so cool. How did I not know that? This guy's super strong, if I'm remembering correctly. Maybe I'm just thinking of Pokerogue, but this guy's a boss, basically. Like, almost the health of, Snorlax, it feels like, and then, like, the same level of strength. I'm moving this guy down. He's bottom of 8. No, he's like right here now. That's fine. I don't know what he was doing up there. Now that I've shuffled it around a bit. Mega Kangaskhan, obviously it's gonna be a Mega Evolution, so it's probably like there. I don't know. Horsey and Seadra. Horsey itself, I mean, it's just like these other water Pokemon. Like, it's, in terms of my pick, like, probably there. And Seadra can go a little higher. Kingdra's crazy, though. There's no Kingdra, but Kingdra, I forget if it's Dragon or if it just learns Dragon moves. Anyway, we got Goldeen and Seeking. Goldeen, yeah, I know you got a crush on Goldeen. I don't want to hear it. D tier. How do you feel about that? Yeah. No, Goldeen can go. Goldeen's good. It's like the same as Horsey. And Seeking, I think, learns Horn Drill or whatever, which is kind of crazy. I might be wrong about that, though. So just in case I'm wrong, we're just going to put Seeking right there. Now we got Starmie and Staryu. Again, like, these water ones they're fine at first. Like, I'm thinking, like, of when it's the lower ones, like, what I would, like, if I saw it when I'm starting a run, would I pick them up? Because, like, the later ones, obviously you go for those later if you're, like, trying to hit Victory Road or something. But anyway, Starmie. Yeah. I don't think its moves are that good. Yeah. Mr. Mime. He's kind of me, or it's kind of a meme. I'm just putting him right there. I don't want to think too hard about it. Scyther, just aesthetics alone, bottom of A tier. He's so cool. And he's Bug. Bug's a really fun type. Jinx, racist much? You can go. Because isn't like Ice and Psychic or something? That's alright. Electabuzz. Oh, whoops. Electabuzz. A good Electric Mon. You're going there? Heatmore, I think. Behind Electabuzz. They're basically the same thing, though. Pinsir is pretty strong. I'd put him. I'd put him like right there. Mega Pinsir is diabolical. Whoever thought of that? He's probably like right there. Tauros is cool. Not incredibly good in Pokemon, but like he's very cool. He's just like a bowl. I forget what move he learns. He's pretty cool. Magikarp. Obviously, it's got to be at the bottom. It doesn't do anything. Like it literally does nothing. It's the whole joke. I won't go into Magikarp. We all know Magikarp stinks. All it does is splash, which literally does nothing. Yeah, Magikarps were made to scam you. They were made to make you play Pokemon Go so you catch a bunch of Magikarps for Magikarp candy or something. I don't even know how Pokemon Go works anymore. I don't know. Gyarados, I mean, what are we even talking? Like, Gyarados is on its own probably better than whatever Mega Beedrill and Mega Venusaur are. Like, Gyarados is so crazy good. And it's so sick. Lapras. Lapras is going right there next to Blastoise. Ditto. Ditto is probably bottom S tier. It's incredibly versatile, good for breeding or like whatever you're trying to do, good for IVs if you get like a good IV Ditto. Shout out all the scammers trying to sell me a 6 IV Ditto. I didn't buy it. Eevee on its own. Like it's not that strong. It's still good, but like probably like right there. And now we can actually go into the stuff. So Jolteon can I just have all three of these guys grouped up, but like just know Gengar is at as good as you want a ghost Pokemon to be. Jolteon is very, very good though. Yeah, we can just put those two up there. Vaporeon. Vaporeon's probably right about I'd say right here. It doesn't learn Vice Grip though like Kingler does. And so I gotta put it a little behind it. And then Flareon's just like I'd probably like there. I don't know. I do like Eevee's. Porygon is so cool. Like coolness factor alone, it's got to be up here with. Oh no. Okay. Yeah. He's not that good. He's just cool. So we'll go right there. Ammonite and what? Omastar. Omanite. It's just kind of like all these guys, but then Omastar is fun. Pretty crazy looking. Actually, that's fine. Kabuto and is it Kabutops? I think that's wrong. Kabutops. I don't know. Really nothing. But then turns into this guy. Pretty strong. Not crazy broken or anything. These are like the fossil Pokemon. I like that they tried something with that. Doesn't seem like they've done a mechanic like that for a while in Pokemon. So it was at least different in that aspect. Like, oh, you only get to pick a starter. Oh, you only pick one fossil per game, and then like you can get one later, but not like you gotta get around it. Aerodactyl's cool, but I honestly always found him pretty underwhelming whenever I got him compared to like what I was expecting, which maybe that's on my expectations, but he's still good. Don't get me wrong, or she, whatever breed you're going for, whatever. I'm just putting it there. I like, yeah, I'd rather have Dodri. Ah, I'm putting it right there. Who thought of that? Who thought that was a good idea? It can't be as good as Gyarados, straight up. Snorlax. He's iconic. Like he probably should be here with Ditto just because he's like a main tank for a team, which is good. But I'm not a huge fan of stalling. I get that's a strategy, but I'd probably put Snorlax like right there. Yeah. And before we do legendaries, I guess these are steel legendaries. Dratini itself beats out most of this list. Like it's probably, yeah, like right there. And then Dragonair. Dragonair's like right there. And then Dragonite. I like Gyarados more than Dragonite. I feel like Dragonite might technically have better stats, but I really don't care. Articuno, it's an ice legendary. There are barely any of those. Um, gonna put him slightly ahead of Jolteon behind Alakazam. Zapdos, I think Zapdos is so sick. Like I'd probably put Zapdos above Mega Gengar just in terms of what I like. Moltres, wow, a fire flying Pokemon, how original. You can take a hike with Vaporeon. All right, now Mew and Mewtwo, they're they're good. They're really good. So they just got to be up here. Um, and Mew probably right behind Mewtwo. Okay. Leo, do one glance over the list. Let me know if you see anything you want to change. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Wait. Wait. Why are there fire and electric Pokemon above? Oh. Are you still mad about the catapult? Is this what it is about? Is this just making fun of me? Because a catapult turtle FTK'd your ass? Just wait till my tier list comes out. Hmm. Oh. I'd flip those two. I agree. Looks good. And you know the best part? I I this is so much information. I don't think anyone's gonna gather anything from this. I know. This is almost an exercise in futility. Just like what is even this for? The only thing we really know is that Growlithe and Arcanine are the best. Zapdos is like the best legendary in my opinion. I don't know why there's Megas on this list. I probably shouldn't even put them up. Gyarados and Dragonite are obvious choices, but just looking at D tier, I gotta move Abra up just for teleport. This guy, I still don't know what this guy is. He just looks annoying. But yeah, there's our tier list. And that's a wrap. Um no, I don't really want to play any more Yu-Gi-Oh. That was demoralizing. I had the perfect hand and then he just went, well, 30, 40 actions, drew almost your entire deck, and I couldn't do anything about it. Well, maybe I should put more disruptions in my deck, so you can't do that. But then, like, I don't know. I feel like we're just playing two different games at that point, where it's like I'm building my deck for your deck. Like half my deck is for your deck, and then half my deck is my deck. I just want to make my deck for my deck. You're right. I am being a cotton-headed ninny muggins. I gotta step up. That's the whole point of Yu-Gi-Oh! It's a fighting game at the end of the day. Well, at this point it is. Would you say Pokemon's a fighting game? Oh. Wait, but if it's just like it's turn-based though. It's not like a you can't say Pokemon is as skill-based as Smash Bros. That's completely but you can't say something like that. I defy any of you to challenge me to a game of Pokemon. Oh. It appears you can challenge someone to a game of Pokemon, in which case I rescind my invitation. Have a good day.